This is Pride and Prestige. My name is Jordan Castle, joined by Dino Marks and Marco Arriaga. Fellas, what a show we have in store.
And we're getting things off to a raucous start. We got the championship of PrideStyle on the line.
Roaring applause for Sonico to open the show. Jordan. Jordan, Dino, it is a wonderful night to be here calling this beautiful night of wrestling with you two.
So excited to be here with you, gentlemen. Our first, but not our last piece of championship action.
Oh, no.
And gentlemen, I understand that Sonico's opponent here tonight, the reigning PrideStyle champion, has had a bit of a bone to pick with his home organization as of late. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I think that is more than fair to say. I don't think he expected to not have his match announced as early as the rest of the card. Also, he probably expected to be main event. He's been a bit sour about that for months on end here. And it's affected him in the ring as well. You can see a certain level of aggression that you don't see in the head of household here at PrideStyle. To see it. Well, some of the PrideStyle faithful turning on their champion here, and maybe with good reason.
You gotta wonder if that's part of the chagrin shown by 𝗣𝗣𝗣𝗍, right? He has been holding down before. He has made a name for PrideStyle just as much as PrideStyle has made a name for him. I mean, you talk about the championship belt he wears around his waist. He faced Sandra Moon in the very first PrideStyle championship match, the deciding PrideStyle championship match. And here comes Sonico, not a Vegas native, not a PrideStyle original, and in his eyes at least, steals some of that love.
You said it perfectly, Jordan, but you're hearing it loud and proud here at Pride and Prestige, the PrideStyle and Prestige crowd letting you know it is still and will always be Papa's house.
If you have never seen a 𝗣𝗣𝗍𝗍 match, buckle up, folks, because there are things that men half this man's size can't do that he accomplishes with ease.
For certain, you're going to see why he's on top of the mountain here at PrideStyle in short order.
Deafening chants here tonight.
You know, fellas, it might be Papa's house, but this is not strictly a PrideStyle show. And who is the ace of Prestige wrestling? None other than Sonico himself. Referee 𝗕𝗤𝗔𝗠𝗍𝗘 to officiate. He's checking the champion. Papa even being difficult with the official here, gentlemen.
Very lackadaisical, taking his time, savoring every second with that PrideStyle title. You got to think on a stage this big, you got to have a little bit of nerves.
And we are off to the races, folks. Championship action to get us kicked off here in our opening contest.
𝗣𝗣𝗍𝗍, Sonico, the Lucha Ghoul, Pride and Prestige, live here at Meet Las Vegas on a stormy Las Vegas day. You gotta think that's gotta be a sign of the times. What could be 𝗣𝗐𝗍𝗍's night and what could be a glorious night for the Lucha Ghoul, representing Prestige.
Marco, I'm not sure if you caught that. Sonico saying this is the Ghoul's realm, and indeed looking to turn Papa's house into the Ghoul's realm as they jock for position with the collar and elbow tie-up. 𝗣𝗖𝗍𝗍 with the decided strength advantage. Grabbing at the mask of Sonico here. Come
right
on.
out of the gate, going for that mask. That is, that's not a way to host a guest in the PrideStyle house.
That is the ultimate sign of disrespect in Lucha tradition. We saw it back at Roseland 7 post-match. The Wrestling Revolver, Sami Callihan stealing the mask of the Lucha Ghoul. And Sonico is not going to take that one lying down, folks. Irish whip, reversed by Papa. Just shoulder check Sonico.
Huge.
With
Look
authority.
at that body. Look at that meat.
And the more 𝗣𝗖𝗍𝗍 teases this crowd, the
Hold on,
louder they
Sonico
get.
looking to seal it. Kick out there from 𝗣𝗖𝗍𝗍. Marco, you can attest to it better than I. Despite his nasty, salty attitude, why do these people still gravitate towards 𝗣𝗖𝗍𝗍? Why do they call this 𝗣𝗖𝗍𝗍's house? Why do they love him so much?
Papa, because that's our Papa there, you know, from when he was Jace Battle to when he was really finding himself as 𝗣𝗖𝗍𝗍 when he first started this pursuit for the PrideStyle title. He was a man of the people. He was bringing home the bacon. Now
Tarantula
Sonico,
cinched in from Sonico.
Yikes.
Cannot win the matchup from this position. You see the official administering the count, but even a matter of seconds for Sonico is enough to neutralize Papa in a big, big way.
you got to take every inch from Papa in his own house. Isn't that right, Dino?
That is right. He got that tarantula deep. You can see Papa wincing in pain there.
Nobody home for Sonico. Takes Papa off his feet, rolls through. We've seen this before, shoulders down, but not enough.
Papa's got to get his wits about him if he wants to get on top of this match.
And we also have to acknowledge, Prestige wrestling fans know, back at Roseland 8 just a few weeks ago, Sonico lost his undefeated Roseland streak. Not only wants to become PrideStyle champion for the, forgive the pun, prestige of the gold, but also to get back on track after that crushing loss. Look at Yase.
Papa.
Springboard senton just folds Sonico in half.
Springboard off the second rope. Shades of his partner, Nick Xander. Just a beautiful body drop.
I don't think Sonico's heart is beating very well after that. Dino, what does the Lucha Ghoul have to do to get back in this thing after a nasty, nasty landing like that?
Well, you said earlier that the momentum is against him because we have that loss just a few moments ago here. He's in Papa's house, but he does have the crowd behind him, so that's something that we should take into account. But Sonico's really got to take the wheel, and fast.
𝗣𝗖𝗍𝗍 now using that rope count to his advantage.
My, how the turntables. Again, 𝗣𝗖𝗍𝗍 has always been a dangerous competitor for his entire run here in PrideStyle, but especially since he's changed his attitude, turned his back on the moral compass he once held so dear. Now, digging the knee into the neck of the Lucha Ghoul.
You know, you're talking about just the 1 year that he's been pursuing the PrideStyle title. 𝗣𝗖𝗍𝗍 has been doing this for over a decade.
That's right.
𝗣𝗖𝗍𝗍 has seen so many different iterations of his own story, and now with PrideStyle, he's getting a chance to write it here. He's not gonna let some ghoul, some goblin, some Johnny Robbie come into his house and just take that shit. 𝗣𝗖𝗍𝗍 does not play.
That's right. You can see it in the ring and you can see it on social media. He wants this to be the summer of Yase. And I think he's earned it. He's worked that hard.
Well, right now, looking to earn it, he had Sonico hung out to dry, but the Lucha Ghoul crumples to the outside. Hey, you talk about 𝗣𝗖𝗍𝗍's experience. Sonico's someone who has been wrestling since his early teens, has traveled to Italy, has traveled to Japan, has plied his craft all across the world, and is, in every sense of the word, a prestige original in the same way that 𝗣𝗖𝗍𝗍 is a PrideStyle original, just duking out the chops on the outside.
You know, you call him the ace
Lord, he ate all of that post.
Prestige, but he is the ace of taking the corner right to the mask.
You know, people often mistake the apron as the hardest part of the
That's
ring.
right.
That is not true. The hardest part of the ring are indeed those corner posts. And Marco, it's no laughing matter for Sonico, who just got clipped in a nasty, nasty way.
You gotta hope that the mask breaks your face, breaks the fall a little bit there.
Look at that. Sonico takes a seat, courtesy of 𝗖𝗔𝗣𝗅. We've seen this before from Papa, gentlemen.
And we're rounding the corner here.
Choo-choo!
We're
We got the
taking
Papa
flight.
Express
Getting
coming
a
in the
little
station.
Added momentum here. Come on. This is what I'm talking about. Papa 𝗖𝗔𝗍 spending a little too much time playing mind games with the PrideStyle Prestige faithful, not focusing on a championship defense. And Sonico capitalizing on that lack of focus here.
Paid for it immediately. And you can see Sonico is on full tilt.
Just clubbing away. Sonico can fly high. Sonico has that lucha acumen, but he is also a fighter. We saw it against Callahan. We've seen it against Drexel. But right now, Sonico seeing stars as Papa rolls through.
Now looking for that Pattinson moonsault. Lands push on Sonico.
Papa retains. No!
Just two, says our referee. Papa 𝗖𝗍 looking very calm and collected right now. Very calm.
How picture perfect was that maneuver, guys?
Again, beautiful for us to look at. I'm telling you, it did not feel that way for Sonico.
No,
I'm shocked
probably not.
It's not flat like a pancake here.
Now a deep headlock here.
Again, this is what Papa needs to do. He has that size advantage. He has that power advantage.
Yep.
He's going to that well, Marco.
Really wears you down. Not only are you protecting your neck, trying not to pass out, but you have someone's entire weight keeping you down.
But look at this. Vegas may indeed be the Ghouls' realm. Will done by the PrideStyle and Prestige faithful. Sonico tries to mount a comeback, but Papa 𝗖𝗍 having none of it, just disrespecting the challenger here. Come on!
Yeah.
Wow!
Nasty shots back and forth. Open hand slap from Sonico and a straight right hand to the face from 𝗖𝗍.
Sonico with his own. You wanted an opening match, well, you got a title match instead. And like our great announcer Diana said, it is bangers only, and it is banger after banger here with Papa 𝗖𝗍 and Sonico.
𝗖𝗍 and Sonico banging each other's heads, pillar to post, and it's Sonico with the advantage. But Papa 𝗖𝗍 with a roundhouse kick directly to the gut.
That's exactly the break that Papa 𝗖𝗍 needed at this point. They were just going toe-to-toe, no defense at all, and now we got Papa 𝗖𝗍 in control one more time.
Papa 𝗖𝗍 nearly cost himself the PrideStyle World Championship due to his hubris here. He may still have yet. Big knee from Sonico.
Looking for that suplex.
Maybe a dragon suplex, but Papa 𝗖𝗍 using that mass to muscle Sonico into the corner. The beautifully themed PrideStyle and Prestige corners, I might add.
Yes, indeed. Flashbacks of the old school boxing. Nothing like the big fight feel as Sonico goes up to the top. The Lucha Ghoul looking to put his skills on display.
Cross body into the cover. Papa 𝗖𝗍 kicks out.
Goodness gracious, my heart stops.
𝗖𝗍 at the last second.
Goodness gracious.
Sonico off the ropes. Did you hear that thud? But Papa caught it. Papa caught the kick and reversing it, perhaps into a single-legged Boston Crab, dragging Sonico to the center.
Rip that leg off and take it home. Put it on the mantle, Papa. This championship is yours.
Oh, grinding his knuckles into the ankle of Sonico there.
There is nowhere for Sonico to go, inching towards those ropes, but I think he's too far away, gentlemen.
The crowd is on it now.
And credit where credit is due. Papa 𝗖𝗍 rolling Sonico back into the center and reversing into an STF.
Right.
If Sonico was in dire straits before, he is dead to rights now.
Right in the center of the ring is Sonico. That crossface clear across the mask.
Sonico is reaching, but you gotta think, Dino, every single inch he climbs towards that rope is agony on the body of the Lucha Ghoul.
And he makes it to the rope just there and just in the nick of time.
But how much damage was done? Because not only was he crawling while locked in that hold, he had to carry Papa 𝗖𝗍's entire weight on his back in the process.
That's right, that has to drain your stamina, take the wind out of your lungs. But Sonico, the Lucha Ghoul, still alive.
Yeah, talk about
still kicking.
Talk about taking the wind out of your lungs here. 𝗣𝗖𝗍, huge super kick.
Now pulling on the mask, knee right to the back of the neck, an elbow to shoot.
Now
And looking off of that,
Are we looking
going
for another?
over and up.
𝗣𝗖𝗍 with evil intentions.
Oh!
Drop to the neck of Sonico.
Oh
Square
my.
across the neck.
Guillotine elbow drop there. And here it is, 𝗣𝗖𝗍. He can't come.
We're done.
Chastity.
Cover. Kick out from Sonico.
What the hell?
Dino, Marco, that is a game-ending maneuver.
What?
That is what won 𝗣𝗖𝗍 the PrideStyle Championship. And Sonico just kicked out.
I haven't seen that very much in my life, and this is the first time I'm seeing it live and in living color. No one kicks out of the chastity.
I've only seen it happen once, and it is against his tag team partner, 𝗦𝗢𝗓𝗓. But 𝗣𝗖𝗍 knows that if one chastity isn't enough, that there's another one right around the corner.
You got two knees, you better use them.
Hold on, is 𝗣𝗖𝗍, is he heading for the hills here? He's coming towards our commentary.
𝗣𝗖𝗍
Whatever
on the
for.
way.
Whatever. Hi, Papa.
No,
Papa, come on,
Papa,
the
not
match
like
is not
this,
over.
Papa.
The match is
Papa,
not
not
over.
like this.
Is that-
𝗣𝗖𝗍 with the PrideStyle Championship in hand. I mean, this has got to be immediate grounds for disqualification. Victor Cuentas is not going to stand for that.
And evil intent in his eyes, 𝗣𝗖𝗍 is looking to put this one in the proverbial bag.
Now, I think we're getting ahead of ourselves, gentlemen. He brought the title into the ring. We don't know what his intentions are necessarily.
Dino, come on.
Not
Sizing
necessarily.
him up. Oh, the referee stripping it
Whatever
away.
credit is due.
Dragon suplex! Dragon suplex! Golazo from Sonico!
And that choice may have cost Papa the championship.
And the cover.
Shoulders down. No.
Oh, that is as close as 2 gets to 3.
Close only counts in horseshoes and hand
That's
grenades.
true.
Dino marks.
Si se puede chants ringing out here at the meet.
And Sonico is calling for the end. I think he may be looking for that AMF, gentlemen, but that's a big man to muscle up.
Adios, motherfucker!
I don't know if the FCC will let
for
us
the children
be.
at home.
Look at
Here it
this,
is,
gentlemen.
and a rollover.
𝗣𝗖𝗍 reverses in the small package, but Sonico gets the shoulders up.
Oh!
Grabbing the
Lord.
mask. Come on, man.
It is disrespectful, but perfectly
And the
legal.
cover,
Shoulders
1, 2,
down.
3.
That is it. Yeah.
Gentlemen, 𝗣𝗖𝗍 is still PrideStyle champion, but he did not beat Sonico fair and square. He might point to the rule book and say, oh, nothing I did was against the rules. But as a man, as a human being, as a champion, that is as cheap gets.
Yeah, it's a pretty gross situation here. That's a new low for our PrideStyle champion, 𝗣𝗖𝗍, and you can hear the crowd responding to that nefarious deed.
No bigger insult in the lucha world, and 𝗣𝗖𝗍 doesn't give a damn.
Well, what does that say about Sonico and his fighting spirit? That 𝗣𝗖𝗍 felt the need to stoop that low. Frankly, Dino Marco, from where I stand, 𝗣𝗖𝗍 doesn't think he can beat Sonico on the straight and narrow.
Oh, yeah. Well, we can see that. Yeah, you could say that for sure. However, by any means necessary is a philosophy that I think our champion has taken into account. And all that matters is being able to raise the gold above your head. That's the legacy of 𝗣𝗖𝗍. He's riding it.
Of course, Jody himself caught in the middle. 𝗣𝗖𝗍, his mentor in many ways. Sonico, one of his best friends in the world. But 𝗣𝗖𝗍 still your PrideStyle champion. Really, Dino? Really?
Dino, I know that didn't feel good.
It was left-handed.